Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. And please type hi or hello in the chat and greet everyone Scarlet at one time. Type hi or hello in the chat. Hi, CL. Hi, Nakiran. And Luke Paven, Stephanie. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, today is Friday at the same time. Some of you start counting down for your weekend. Great, great, great. Good. And I want to know how many where are you from? Where are you from at where are you now? I'm not saying you're in office or in your home. Which location, geographical location? KL, Selangor. Like for me, I'm in Kajang, KL, PJ, Cheras, Nilai, PJ. We want to see where are you from. And you might see, okay, Subang, KL. A lot of you from Klang Valley. Shah Alam, Cheras, Gombak. Good. Okay, we are starting for this one. And just to let you know, I have sent the file in the group chat. If you have downloaded the file, please type number 1 in the chat. Yeah, type number 1 if you have downloaded the file because we are going to use that one later on. Yes, good. And also send it again in the group chat. Yeah, so this is the first thing. And second thing, I want to make sure how many of you have attended previous session. The previous session is early of this month. I can't recall which day. Early of the month. If you have attended previous session, the Excel for HR kind of session, please type number 2 if you have attended. If you have not, please type number 0. Yes, very good. Hey, I can see some familiar faces and many of you are first time here. Welcome, welcome. Hey. Okay, so just to let you know, manage the expectation. The schedule time is 2 hours. I will use about 1.5 hour to 1 hour to 45 minutes. And that is the timing for me to share, and that will be good for you to participate. I have turned off for you to unmute yourself because I do not want to have some disturbance, someone accidentally unmute themselves and hear some baby crying in the background. There will be very interesting surprises. Yep, so that's the thing. And towards the end, I will share the upcoming workshop. Looks like it's only workshop I'm going to offer for this Excel for HR in this year because after that, the timing is quite packed. Yeah, if there's something relevant to you and you want to find out, do stay back. Otherwise, it's first 1 hour, 1.5 hour to 1 hour 45 minutes will be good for you. So now, are you ready to start? If you are ready to start, please type ready in the chat. I also type ready. Yes. Good. Yeah. So this is the way how we are going to interact here. Yeah. Okay, so now we go back to the thing. So this is about the recipe of effective HR dashboard. The data I'm going to use is something similar like previous session that is talking about the recruitment data. Previous session doesn't have so much time to really fine tune the dashboard. This time we are going to go through the same process. For those of you who have attended the previous one, very good refresher. If you're attending for the very first time, it's a good learning. So I will go through briefly the process, the thinking process. Then towards the end, I will just, okay, we are going to do all this. Let's do this together. And then I will show you what are the thinking process like to make the dashboard easier to read. Okay, so this is the thing. Let me go back. First, I want to know why dashboard. It's quick refresher. Why dashboard? Some people may say it's a one-page report. If you have seen a business dashboard before, please type number 1 in the chat. If you have not, please type number 0. If you have seen it before, seen at least one, please type 1. If you have not, type number 0. Okay, thank you, CL. Thank you, Chin. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, No. Okay. Oh, very, very good. Thank you for your responding. Yep, that is a good thing I want to have. Active responding. Many of you have not seen before. What if one fine day your boss say, congratulations, you just get promoted. And in order for you to do your job a little bit easier as another level of leader, you want to know what's happening on the ground. So you ask your colleague for a report, and your colleague send this report to you. How will you feel if your colleague send this report? Boss, this is a report you're asking. Here you go. How will you feel? Or what will you respond? You're asking for a report, they send this to you. Or you can choose an emoji. That'll be easier for you. What's your reaction if you choose an emoji for that? Yeah, if for me, I would choose this one. Okay, I will choose this one. Everybody chose the same one like me. Sweating. Yeah, sweating. What happening? What if you ask your colleague to simplify the report and your colleague send this to you? Then how will you respond? Choose another emoji. Choose another emoji. I choose another one. Yeah, I choose this. Yes, thumbs up. Star. Wow, love. Wow, it's better, right? Compared to just now. Dashboard requires some effort to do, and it's really for those people that are reading the report, it makes their life much more easier. Sooner or later, you'll be in that position. Not sure when, sooner or later, just a matter of time. So now I want to give you some idea about the dashboard. First, we want to know why people they want to use dashboard. There are two perspectives here. One is from report creator. That means like you and me, we are producing the report or dashboard. Another one is a report reader, like our bosses, a management, and they want to know what is happening on the ground. So let's look at the perspective of report creator, like you and me. We are going to be in that role later on. First, we want to make sure the report it set a direction. It really fulfills the needs of the user or the readers, and it provides some ideas or some data for them to take some actions. And ultimately, we want to make the things a bit easier, not easier for the reader, also easier for us to prepare. Dashboard, if we do it right, is much more easier to prepare. And ultimately, we want to highlight the important stuff. And rather than sending everything, we want to sending something really matters. And whenever something really matters, we want to make the things really stand out. So that's the thing we are going to do it later on. So that is from report creator perspective. On the other side, report reader, they want to use a dashboard because it gives them some benchmarks compared to the actual, compared to target. Is it good or bad? They want to compare to the industry. They want to compare the progress. This is a benchmark usually they want to have. And the next one, they want to see the big picture rather than deep dive to every single one. They will be quite confused. They want to see the overall, where they want to channel their energy to and their focus. And they want to have some alert and monitor. If something really fall below certain level, rather than having their eyes to scan one by one, they want to have that thing really stand out to make them, oh, this is something not so right. I want to do something about it. And then they want to have some recommendation. Hey, what are the things they could do next? And most importantly for our bosses, they want to make decisions. After they see the report, they will say, okay, this is what is happening. This is what does that mean? And now what? Yeah, that's they want to make decisions. Whenever we have these ideas, why we want to use dashboard and what are the benefits of the dashboard to the report reader, we will have a better appreciation of the efforts we are going through. So this is about dashboard. Now we know a bit idea about dashboard. The next thing we want to know the placement, some ideas about the placement. The one on the top at the beginning of the dashboard usually has lower level of details As it goes down, it has more and more details. On the other way, the important one usually placed on the top. If something not so right, they will go to next layer. If something not so right, they will go to next layer. So this is about the placement of the dashboard. We will go through similar process later on in our practice. So this is a quick recap, yeah. If you are able to follow up to this one, please type number 3. If you are able to follow up to this one, type number 3. In between, I will ask you to type something in the chat. Yes. And sometimes the number will not be in sequence. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. I love your energy. So now we know a little bit idea about the dashboard, the placement. The next one is we want to make the chart really stands out. Later on, we are going through similar process as well. Now we just have this idea. Later on, we are going to apply that directly. Before that, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to invite you to type the answer as quick as possible in the chat later on, yeah? I'm going to ask you to count how many number 1 in the chat, in the screen. I will give you about 5 seconds. Manual counting, not very precise, 5 seconds. And after that, I will blank it and you type the answer in the chat. Okay, ready? Okay. How many number 1? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, how many? Type the numbers. How many? 10, 8, 11, 9, 11, 11, 9. Okay, 13, 10. Okay, good. Is that easy? No, it's not easy. Okay, some of you will feel that, like this one. Dizzy, cannot see. Yeah, some of you may have this kind of feeling. How about the similar thing? This time I do some adjustment. Similar process is going to have you for 5 seconds and you're going to find how many number 1s in the bunch of numbers. Get yourself ready. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And how many? Hey, interesting. Everyone says 11. How come? What's the difference? Yes, the difference is because it uses something called pre-attentive attributes. Pre-attentive means something we don't need to learn. For the normal human being, is wired in our brain. As long as you have brain, you are able to use it. What am I talking about? Yes, you are able to use it. Don't need to learn one, don't need to learn. So it means, let's see the difference, the before and after. The before is on the left side, the after is on the right side. Notice any difference between them? The numbers are exactly the same. Type the difference between them. The numbers are exactly the same. What is the difference between before and after? The color, very good. The color. You notice the number 1 on the right side, it stands out. The color is stronger. And non-number 1 is fading away using lighter gray color. Using same number, when we present it differently, it really attracts people to the places we want them to see. Yes, number is highlighted, bold, color, very good. If we use that one in our dashboard, we are able to design a dashboard that really helps our bosses or management to see something they really want to see. So these are things we are going to go through. Some people will be asking, Itai, since you're talking about pre-attentive, how fast we can recognize that one? According to some research, we are able to recognize those pre-attentive stuff, like the sound, the color of this thing, is between 50 to 500 milliseconds. Yeah, what does that mean? It means if you blink your eyes twice, half of it. Let's blink our eyes twice. Let's blink. Yeah, that's the timing. That's so fast, so fast. So this is very, very interesting. We are going to see some examples of pre-attentive attributes. We are going to see some examples. Yes. So these are some examples. Perhaps we can use different orientation. Yeah, different orientation, and everything is curved, one is not curved, or the other way. The length, one is tallest compared to the rest, or the widest compared to the rest, or we can have a mark, or the size to the difference, or different shape, or sometimes we can use a box enclosure. So these are some examples of using form. The next one is the arrangement, the spatial. We can arrange one odds out, or we can group them, or 3, 3, 3, and one is odd one, or we can have a one bigger group and the one scattered. So this is the spatial, that means a placement. And the next one is color. Yes, color is very, very useful. And what you have observed just now is using color. We can go by the different color tonality, stronger, darker, the color intensity. Now we have all these ideas about the pre-attentive examples. Let's observe what are the pre-attentive attributes we have used in the next few charts. Okay, let's see the first one. Let's see the first one. Where your eyes land. Where your eyes land. Echo, very good. What attracts your eyes there? What attracts your eyes there? Type in the chat. What attracts your eye? The color. Okay, what else? The color, yes, very good. The striking color, bigger font, very good. What else? Color, font. How about the something? The font, what else? What else? Something? The data, is there something? Yes, taller, yes. The length, yeah. The width, the color is stronger, is bold. The length is higher, and also the color. See? Simple tweak, we can direct the person's attention to the place where the things is really matters to them. Some people will say, hey, if my numbers are bunch of numbers, my boss is asking for all the numbers, I cannot use all these things lah. Yes and no. Yes means if I take this as an answer, yes law. If I'm thinking another way, I could use this way. Let's see the next example. Where your eyes land. Where your eyes land. It's a bunch of numbers. Where do you focus? The box. Very good. Even though it's a lot of numbers, we can use the box. So these are the few techniques we could use to make our chart later on, or the dashboard, to make it really stand out. I will see how your progress. I don't have any scripted step-by-step. I will depend on your progress. If everyone able to progress well, I will give more. If everyone progress a little bit slower, okay, I will just give just enough. Okay, so that's the whole thing. And this is the things we have observed. And the next thing we are going to the learning file. Get yourself ready, open the file. I also need to open my file. Where is my file? Yes, my file is here. If you have opened your file, please type number 1 again. If you have opened your file, please type number 1 in the chat. Let me adjust my, okay. Yes. Good. Very good. And we are going to here. Back to my screen. Back to my screen. Good job. So we have the screen ready. Previous session, before that, I want to let you see what we have done in previous session. What we have done in previous session, it looks something like this. The data is from the last session. This is the data we are going to work on. And that is a dashboard we came out together. Very simple enough. There are ways to make it even better. So we're going to reproduce something similar, and we are going to do something even differently. Okay, so we are going to do this together. So there are a few thinking process I will share along the journey. Whenever you have questions, please type in the chat because I'm constantly monitoring the chat. So now we continue back here. For those of you, you have attended previous session, and I want to do some analysis based on data here using pivot table. What should I do? What should I do? What should I, what am I typing? Okay. I'm using a different keyboard. Okay. What should I do? What am I typing? Okay. What should I do before I creating a table? What should I do before I creating pivot table? What am I talking about? Type in the chat for those of you who attended the previous session. Usually people, they will just click over here and they will just go to insert pivot table kan. So before we create a pivot table, we want to create table. Thank you Aswani. Thank you Luke Payfern. Thank you for responding. We do this together. Click one of the cell within the data. Then we go to insert. There's something called table. Table. Click on the table. You will notice the whole thing is selected automatically. And you click OK or press Enter. Yep. Thank you, Luke. Luke Payfern. Yeah, Control T is the keyboard shortcut. If you manage to create or inserted an Excel table, please type number 2. Type number 2 if I'm able to do this. Very good. Not number 1, not number 2. Okay. Some of you type number 1. After we have created an Excel table, what should I do immediately? Yeah, those of you have attended previous session, what should I do immediately? Type in the chat. See how many of you still remember. It's a quick refresher. What should I do? Rename table. Yes, you're right. Rename table. Now on the top left corner, you will see there's something called table name. Or if you click outside, you will not see anything. Then you need to click inside. After click inside, you go to table design. And go to left side. Yeah, table name. We start the table name with the word table. Later on, when there are times, I will explain. If no time, I will just adopt this naming convention. I recommend start the table name with the word table. And then we continue to remove the number 1, table data. No space in between them. Uppercase, lowercase to make it easier to read. After that, press enter. Table data. Got it? Table data. If you have renamed your table name, please type number 3. Type number 3 once you have renamed the table. Yes, very good. Very, very good. Good. So now I want to ask, how many of you have used pivot table before? If you do, please type number 1. If you do not, type number 0. Or half means 0 point something. If you do how to use pivot table, type number 1. If you do not, type number 0. If half or somewhere, just type 0 point something. Okay, very good. I see many of you knows how to use pivot table. Very good. For those of you know how to use it, bear with us, because some of us, they need to find their own footing first. Okay, can I? Okay, good. We will support our participants, our colleagues, to go through slow and steady to jumpstart pivot table. So we do this together. We go to insert, and make sure you click inside the table. Yeah, we go to insert, go to leftmost button. There's something called pivot table. We click on pivot table. Pivot table, it will select the whole thing automatically. And table range, it goes by table data. And it goes to new worksheet. Press enter to accept it. Or if you prefer to use mouse, is click on the OK. Yeah, so we have this thing ready. If you have created a pivot table, please type number 4. Type number 4 once you have created a pivot table. Very good. Very good. Let me zoom in a little bit to make it a little bit larger. Over here, just a quick walkthrough, yeah, how to use pivot table. For those of you who are using pivot table for the very first time in your life, welcome to the world of pivot table. It's very, very useful. A lot of time people use it because they want to summarize or produce report effortlessly. So once while you are inside the pivot table, you will see there's something called pivot table views. I drag it across so that it's easier for me to show them. Usually people will have something here. You could drag it out. Otherwise, you could just double click on the header. It goes back here. So I just move it away to make it closer to the pivot table. If you click outside of the pivot table views disappears. If you click inside, it appears. Let's practice again. Click outside, it disappears. Click inside, it appears. And occasionally, this pivot table views is blocking the view and is taking up some screen space. And you want to close it. You close it, yeah? You close it. If you click outside, you don't have it. You click inside, you don't see it because you have just closed it. Yeah. To bring it back, just inside the pivot table, right click, and choose the last option, show field list. Go to last option, show field list. Yep. Then it brings back. And if you are able to have some idea about the pivot table views, please type number 5. Very good. Very good. That's a quick refresher. After that, I want you to have some calculation or some numbers here. Let me, where's my table? Yeah, table here. Let me zoom in. Let me turn off this one. When we are using the pivot table, it depends on where we place our data or the field. Ultimately, it will produce something like this kind of table. If I want to show something appears on the top, I place the data inside column. If I want to have something show on the left side label, I place the data inside rows. If I want to show the summary in between them, I place the field inside values. Values always show in number, always, because it goes through some aggregation or some calculation, and which are sum, count, average, max, and min. So these are the process it will go through, and it will churn out, it will show the final calculation. If regardless what kind of data it goes in, it will go through some aggregation and it will come out the report. Let me type it here. It's called lowercase aggregation. Yeah, you go through a process of aggregation to summarize the number, sum, count, average, max, and min. And it will only show a number. So now we are going to add the data there. Now boss is asking, this is a recruitment data, Boss want to know what is the total cost. What is total cost? There's something called cost with the dollar sign. I can just have a tick, checkbox, tick, then it will go to sum of cost. If I don't want, I can just untick, so it disappears. Tick, untick allows us to add on or remove it. Another way is drag and drop. I could use a mouse to drag, go to values, and it shows the value here. If I do not want it, I could drag it out. And drag it in is to add in, drag it out. When drag out, you can drag left, right, up, down, it doesn't matter. And sometimes people, they are very courteous. They will say, hey, Tai, do I need to return back to the top? If I continue to drop, to move it away, will it disappear? The answer is no. The data is always there until you remove the data. So you can move it away, so it's okay. So this is the quick walkthrough. Let's add back the cost. If you have added the cost, sum of cost, please type number 6 in the chat. Sum of cost. Type number 6 in the chat. Okay, good job. Okay, so we have this part. And after this one, boss may want to know, based on the data like decisions, boss want to know how many of them they are hired and what's the cost incurred, and how many of them got rejected and there are still costs incurred. So we want to add on a data called decisions. We want to break it down by 2 different decisions here. Go back to our worksheet here, decisions. You can use your mouse to tick on the decisions. You can see the number breaks down by 2 different decisions, hired, rejected. If you don't want, just untick. Or you can use a mouse to drag, don't want, drag it out. Okay, so this is a way we can use it. We add on another decisions. If you have managed to add on the decisions, please type number 7 in the chat. Oh, every very good. Before I complete the sentence, you type number 7. Okay, so this is about number 7. And in certain situation, we need to have a multiple aggregation based on the same thing. For this part, boss may want to know what is the highest cost per applicant for the hired and also for the rejected. So that means we need to use the cost more than one time. If that thing happens, we cannot use the checkbox tick and tick for the cost. So now we need to drag and drop. When you want to use a few more than once, you need to drag and drop. So now we go and drag the cost, go to values and drop it. And you will see the sum of cost number 2. If you see this one, please type number 8. Good. Thank you. And to change the aggregation, we go to the particular number, right click on the number, we go to the sum of cost 2, right click on the number, there's something called summarize values by. Since boss want to know the highest per applicant, there's something called max. We go to max. Yeah, go to, we have 2 sum of cost 2, go to one of the numbers, right click, summarize values by max. So this is how we can show the highest cost per applicant, either they are hired successfully or not successfully. Okay, repeat lah. Okay. You have gotten this part? Yeah. You've gotten this, yeah? Right click. You have not. If you have not, right, just go to the cost, drag and go to values, drag, go to values, drop it, and you will see there's 2 sum of cost. There are 2 sum of cost. The second sum of cost, right click, summarize values by max. Okay, got it? Yes. So you can see the highest for the higher cost for the hired and not hired. Okay, if you're able to get this result, please type number 9. Type number 9. Okay, good. Very good. So this one we have done up to just now, and we are going to create a dashboard for the recruitment. A simple dashboard may not be 100% polished, at least give you some idea. And later on, the emphasis here is to use some pre-attentive attribute here. Later on, we are going to use that one, yeah. For now, this is only for the practice. After that, we want to remove all the fields here, drag the decisions to go out, remove the max cost, some cost, just remove everything. Just clear all everything. If you manage to clear all everything, please type number 1. I just remove, yeah. We are going to reproduce something for dashboard. Okay, good. Found. Now, first thing, I want to know the total cost. We click on the cost. You will see the cost, sum of cost. Okay. After we have gotten this part, and the next thing is I want to know the total applicant. We go to data, Each of the line is their different applicant. Okay, so these are things we have, is different applicant. Okay, so we go to here. I go to different applicant. There's something called applicant ID. You want to use something that has data and yes, no blank. If I look at the data here, I could use any of them. It's perfectly okay because they don't have any blank. So either I could go by the applicant ID, go by the application date, and so on. It's perfectly okay. So now I just keep it straightforward. We go to applicant ID. Yeah, you will notice it's number. If I add applicant ID, it turns to sum. Later on, we will need to adjust. We go to applicant ID, tick, and you will see it's sum of applicant. So these are 2 things we have just added. If I'm able to follow up to this one, please type number 2. Okay, good. Next one, I want to change the sum of applicant to count of applicant ID. Go to the number 5050. Right click on this number. Summarize values by count. Summarize value by count. And click, and it turns to 100. If you're able to get this one, please type number 3. Okay. Good job. And we want to have a different ways of working. And based on data, I want to have introduce a different way of thinking, yeah, for this part. Over here, I have the applicant date. I have the decision date. I want to calculate number of days the recruiter taken, or the time for the recruiter or the manager, the time taken for them to make decisions. From the applicant until decisions, how many days are there? I'm just using the calendar day. That means excludes, it will include Saturday, Sunday, and it will include public holidays as well, just to make the calculation easy. I just want to get this thing simple, yeah. So this is the applicant and this is a decision. I want to know how many days they have taken. And now we go back to the worksheet called data. We go to the worksheet called data. Go towards the end after the cost. Go towards the end after the cost. Okay. And I make it larger. Key in a new column name. A new column name, I give it called time to, days to decide. Okay, days to decide. Days to decide. That means how many days they have taken to make decisions. Okay, days to decide. After that, press enter. After that, press enter. And if I'm able to get the header. Once you press enter, you will notice the column color automatically extended. If you see this one, please type number 4. Very good. Very good. To calculate the days, we go to any of the cells, not necessarily the first one, yeah. Go any of them, type equal decision date. Once you click, you will notice something appears with a square bracket. It's automatically generated for us because we are using Excel table. After that, we continue with minus application date plus 1. Plus 1 means inclusive of the starting and ending date. If we do not plus 1, it will exclude the ending date, which is not accurate. So after you have done, press enter, and you'll notice the entire column is filled with the same formula. If you get this one, please type number 5. Okay, good job. Yep, so this is very straightforward. So that means if we are using Excel table, in the future, I add on more data at the bottom, the formula will automatically goes down. Since we are on this topic and I want to make some adjustment here, I want to make some adjustment to make it easier to manage in the future. Without such adjustment, by looking at the color and appearance, it's not easy for me to tell where are the raw data, and where are the formulas. So I want to make the thing adjustment. Presume this is the data I get it from system, I download it and save it here. Since it is the download from a system and I do not want to change or do some adjustment over here. If I do, the next round I download this data again, I need to redo the manual adjustment, which is a little bit tedious when I have a lot of small adjustment I need to do. So whenever possible, I do not want to do adjustment. So therefore, I want to use the color of black. I want to use black to indicate is a raw data or external data, raw or external data. It means we don't want to change. If we change, we need to redo again. And later on, I'll explain why I recommend to use black. And the next one is gray. Gray means I want to, this is our own data or formula. So it means we are okay to change. And why black? Why gray? Black means it's just like the very old movies, we call them as black and white. Very old photos, we call those as black and white photos, even though they have gray. So we can symbolize or associate black as some historical stuff, which is beyond our control, So we do not want to change. And meanwhile, for the gray is just like our line with a lot of gray areas. And sometimes we, just make it as a gray area so we can associate with them. In certain situations, it's not easy to say right or wrong. So we can use this one, black and gray. So now we click here, click one of the cells of the table. Then go to the top, there's something called table design. So we do this together, table design. There's something called table style on the right side, table styles. Click, and we choose this one, table styles, like number 8. Click on this one, you will see the whole thing turns to black and white. And if you're able to get this one, please type number 6. Good. And the next one is we want to change the column J into gray. So I go to J1. To select until the end, I press Control, Shift. I click on J1 first. I click on J1. Control, Shift down, and Control backspace. Control Shift down, it goes towards the end. Control backspace, it goes to the very beginning. After that, I go to home. I go to home. There's something called field, and you can choose any of the gray color that's gray to you. Okay, choose whichever gray is gray to you. Once you are done, please type number 7. Very good. So now we have done this, and you can see the report, everything is much more easier to recognize. If I look from afar, the one on the left side, they are black and white. Don't want to change them. And this is gray. Any adjustment, I could check that. If I need more formula, I just add more columns here. So this is a quick and simple way. It really helps me to manage my data, and also easier for me to communicate with my colleague. When my colleague need to help out with my work, my colleague just look at, oh, gray, can adjust. Black and white, they want to touch. Very easy. So now we have done this part. We want to go back to our pivot table just now. I want to count number of days the team has taken to make decisions. We go back to the sheet 1 just now. Go back to sheet 1. If you scroll down the pivot table, do you see there's something called days to decide? Yes or no? Do you see days to decide? No, right? Yeah, I cannot see mine as well. Yeah, cannot. Yeah, that's because pivot table, it doesn't refresh automatically whenever the data changes. If we have done any update on the pivot table, we need to refresh. So let's see how to refresh. Yeah? Go to any of the cell inside pivot table. You right click any of them. Right click. There is an option called refresh. Click on refresh. And after you click on refresh, and you will see days to decide appears. Days to decide. If you see days to decide, please type number 8. Type number 8 if you're able to see this one. Very good. Very good. Now we click days to decide. And you will see this is the total number of days the team has taken to decide up to today, based on the data we have. 2,000 plus days. Okay, that's very interesting. Sometimes the days to decide the total may not present something subjective, because certain job or certain vacancy, there's more applicant. Certain vacancy, they have less applicant. So the total may not be a good gauge how responsive the recruiter are or the managers are. So therefore, using sum may not be a good idea. We want to change the sum of days to decide to average. Let's change this one to average. Right click on the number for the sum of days to decide. Right click on the number. Summarize values by average. Click on the average and ta-da, 22.64. If you get this result, please type number 9. Very good, very good. So this is a quick overview we have created, and later on we are going to link it here. Before we continue, we want to change the worksheet name. Currently, the worksheet name is called sheet number 1. Let's change the name. Double click on sheet number 1, change the name. This is just my personal preference. You can choose different ways of working. For me, when I want to rename a tab that has pivot table, I will start with PT. It's just me. It's not a recommendation. It's just a suggestion. So it means next time I look at the tab, something we start with PT, I know that is something to do with pivot table. So this is my way of working. And yeah, I just type PT and put space. And this is about the overall. I type the wording overall. Change the name to PT overall. PT overall. Okay. If you have changed the name PT overall, please type number 2 in the chat. Okay, very good. So this is our beginning. We have done this part. We want to do some adjustment here to make sure the number, everything is fit nicely. When the data changes, everything will change at the same time. First, I want to have a sum of cost to have 1,000 separator. Count of applicant, it could be having, now our data is less than 1,000, so we can skip this one. And for the average, it might have a lot of decimal in the future. And I want to format it only show 1 decimal point. Okay, so let's start with this one. For the formatting inside pivot table, we use number format. Use number format, yeah. Okay. Formatting in pivot table, we use number format because it is scalable. Scalable, it means next time I have similar data, I have more lines, it will automatically expand. Now we right click on sum of cost, go to number format. Click on the number format, we go to number. Inside number, we choose 0 decimal point, decimal places, and use 1,000 separator. Once you have done, click OK. And you will see the sum of cost, it shows comma there. Once we have done this one, please type number 3 in the chat. Very good. The next one we are going to do is the days to decide. Right click on the days to decide. Go to number format. We go to category number. Use 1 decimal point. With or without the 1,000 separator is okay because our days to decide doesn't exceed a year. If exceed a year, still okay. Exceed 3 years, that will be reaching the 1,000. So with or without is still okay for the 1,000 separator. After that, click OK. Yeah, so it only shows 1 decimal point. If you get this one, please type number 4. Yes, good. So this first part we have done. The next thing we are going to do is to produce the cost for each different sources. If I go back to my data, I have different source of hire. It could be from agency, company website, job board, like job posting, referral, that means employee referral. So these are the sources we have, and boss want to know the cost for each of them. Okay, so we go back here, PT overall. We have done something similar here for the sum of cost. We had do all the formatting. And in certain situation for the pivot table, rather than recreate the whole thing, we could just clone or duplicate the tab and then do some adjustment from there. So now we are going to duplicate this particular tab, yeah. PT overall, I'm going to make a clone. The easy way to the common way people clone or duplicate the worksheet is right click, move or copy, create a copy before data. After that, click OK. So that is a very common way of duplicating a worksheet. So that's the mouse method, yeah. Let me remove this one. Another a little bit faster way to clone is you go to PT overall, drag the worksheet towards right side while holding your control key. When you drag towards right side while holding your control key, you will see there's a plus sign on your mouse. If you let go of your control key, the plus sign disappears. Holding control key again, you will see the plus sign. After that, let go of your mouse first. And ta-da! So you have just cloned another worksheet of the same thing. If you're able to use either the mouse right click or using drag and drop, the method, if you manage to get the worksheet like this one, please type number 5 in the chat. Yes. So the next one we are going to do is the sum of costs breakdown by the sources. Break down by the sources. Oops. While we are inside here, before we continue, let me get rid of this one. Before we continue, we want to change the name. And changing the tab name as and when we are working with it is a good practice. If let's say I constantly adding a new sheet, it'll be sheet number 3, sheet number 7, sheet number 11, sheet number 12. After a while, I will have no idea which one I want to keep, which one I want to use. So as and when you are working with the tab or new tab or the clone, rename it. The name may not be perfect, at least do not let it be like a common name. Sheet 1, sheet 3, sheet 7, 11, and so on. Just change the name, yeah? Now I want to see this is PT. This is the cost by source. Okay. For me, I just type the whole thing in caps. You can change the way that you prefer, yeah? That's my way of working. After you have renamed the tab, the one you have just cloned, please type number 6. After you rename it, type number 6. Very good. Click inside the pivot table here. Click inside pivot table. We do not need the cost of count of applicants ID. Remove it. We don't need the average of days. Remove it. Remove only leaving the cost, sum of cost. If you get this one, please type number 7. Type number 7 once you get this one. The rest get removed here. Very good. After that, we want to add source. Scroll down. You will see there's an option called source of hire. Source of hire. Click on this one and you will see the source of hires appears. If you see this, please type number 8. Number 8 once you see this one. Very good. Very good. But these are the source of hire. It comprises of those success hire and non-success hire as well. So how to get me to split them into the success or not success? The decision. Scroll down a little bit. There is an option called decision. We drag the decision, go to columns. We drag the decision to the columns. After that, when you let go of your mouse, you will notice it breaks down by 2 different decisions. If you're able to get this one, please type number 9. Very good. So we have created another pivot table just by cloning and do some adjustment. To make the thing much more presentable, we want to use a chart. By having a chart, we have more ways or more varieties to do adjustment later on. So we're going to adjust the chart, yeah? Okay. To create a chart, so for now, I temporarily we close the pivot table views. We close this one together because it's blocking the view. Temporarily close it. To create a chart, the fastest way to create a chart is using keyboard shortcut for me. I'll be using alternate. Some of your laptop requires to press function, then F1. Alternate F1 or alternate function F1. While you're inside here, the pivot table, you press this key, alternate F1, and it gives you a chart like this. If I'm able to see this one, please type number 2. Type number 2 if I'm able to see this. Okay, let me redo again. Yeah. While you're inside here, on your keyboard, hold down alternate F1 or alt function F1. Depends on your keyboard. Depends on your keyboard design. Some of you may say, I can't find those keys on my keyboard. Okay, if really can't find the key on the keyboard, There's another way, another way. You can go to insert. There is something called column chart. Click on this and choose the clustered column. Okay, this is another way of working. Okay, yeah. So once you have gotten this one, please type number 2, either using the mouse or using the keyboard. Okay, thank you, thank you. Good job, good job. So now we have done this. Okay, let me expand this part. And we are going to do some adjustment on the formatting. First thing I want to do is to get rid of the gray buttons, all the gray buttons. To get rid of the gray buttons, we right-click one of them. Right-click one of them and choose the third option from the bottom. Third from the bottom. Hide all fill buttons on chart. Click and everything disappears. If you're able to hide all fields from chart, please type number 3. And next thing is how to make it back. For the normal chart, you don't want to make it back. If really want to make it back is you go to pivot chart analyze. There's something called fill buttons. Fill buttons. Yeah, hide all. It's quite, when you are creating chart for dashboard, people do not show that on the screen because there's another way we can use to navigate it. Thank you all for responding. Another way is to undo. Yeah. Usually we don't show that on the screen. Usually. Good. So now you have done this part. Hide all the buttons. The next thing I want to do is I want to make sure the numbers is from the highest to lowest, So I want to change the grand total. Go to grand total. Right click on the grand total. I want to sort from the largest to smallest. Based on the grand total, right click, sort largest to smallest. And you will see the changes. The first one, agency. Second, job board, referral, and company website. And if you're able to get this sorting, please type number 4. Good. There are a few things we could do some adjustment here. Yeah, we have something called hired and rejected. There's numbers on the side. At this moment, I want to show the number to make it simpler. For example, 34,700. I want to make the number simpler so that I could show the number on the top of the bar. And we are going to do some formatting here. Right-click one of the numbers inside the pivot table. Then go to number format. Inside number format, we go to the last option, says custom. Inside custom, this is the thing we are going to do. You will see there's a hashtag, comma, hashtag 0. After that, you type 0.0. After the 0.0, comma, 1 comma, and you will see the number get shortened to 1,000. Put the space, double quote, add double quote, K double quote, because it's 1,000. After you have done, press OK. After you're done, press OK. Some of you want me to repeat. Let me repeat again. Yeah. Go to one of the numbers here. Right click. Number format. Yep. Go to number format. Inside number format, we go to the last option, says custom. Last option, custom. On the left side. Click on the custom. And you will see something called type. Yeah. The type is here. Now you will see hashtag, comma, hashtag 0. And you type 0.0, comma, put the space, double quote, K, double quote. If everything typed correctly, you will see the number changes to K. After that, press OK. Let me copy this part and paste it to the chat, yeah? Okay, and you will see all the numbers changes. And if I'm able to get this one, please type number 5. Please type number 5 if I'm able to get this one. Good, good. And you notice something a little bit weird. Later on, we will do some adjustment. Later on, we will do some adjustment. You will see that 0 is point, it shows as 0.0K. Later on, we will do some adjustment. Now we continue first. Later on, I will explain why. Here, we go to the chart here. We go to chart here. We want to make the column wider. Click one of the columns. Click one of the columns. The mouse method is right click, choose format series, format data series, the last one. Right click and go to the last one, format data series. The keyboard shortcut for formatting is Control number 1. Control number 1. Control number 1. If I click one of the column, Control number 1, it brings me to format data series like this one. If you're able to see format data series, please type number 6. Very good. Here, the get width, we make it as 50. Get width, make it 50. And series overlap, make it as 0. Series overlap, make it as 0. After you have done so, you will notice the column is broader and they are closer in between them. If you get this result, please type number 7. Very good. Very good. After you've done so, we are going to show the number on the top of each column. We're going to show that number. Repeat again. Go to here. Control number 1. Series overlap 0. Gap width 50. Got it? Okay. Yep, got it. So the next one, we want to have the numbers show on each of the top, on top of the label. To make the thing easier, click outside first, yeah, click outside first, and then click the blank area inside. The reason I'm asking you, sometimes we might click something else or select something else, the behavior will be slightly different. On your Excel, the chart, most of the newer version of Excel, you will see there's a plus sign on the corner of your Excel chart. Click on this one, at chart element, there's something called data labels. Data labels. So this first option, yeah, first way. Second way, sometimes your Excel version may not be the newer one. While you are selecting the chart here, there is something called design. Design on the top. Go to design. Then usually it's go to leftmost. There is something called data labels. We want to show the data labels in outside N. Data labels outside N. Then click and it shows everything on the top, the data labels. If you're able to see the data labels, please type number 8. There's a question say, how do you do job board on second row? Just add the decisions. If you miss that part, maybe you have walked away. Just add the decisions. Okay, good. Since we have added the data labels on the top, The one on the left side is no longer necessary. Click the one on the left side and press delete on your keyboard. Press delete on your keyboard and it disappears. And we want to have the title on the top as well. There's something called plus. You can add on the chart title. If let's say you can't see this part, you go to design, then go to leftmost. There's something called add chart element. There's something called chart title. You can show the chart above the chart or centered overlay. Centered overlay means the chart overlap with partial of the area of the column. So you can experiment both. See, depends on which one works better on your condition. So we just add the chart title like this one. After that, we want to change the title. Just click within, then click again and select. The title we are going to use is called Total Cost by Sources. Total Cost by Sources. If you are able to give a name and also remove the axis, please type number 9 in the chat. Okay, good job. So now we have this part, and the next thing is we want to start changing the color. And by the way, the grid lines is not necessary here. We can click one of the lines. You can see multiple lines are selected. Press delete on your keyboard. So it's gone. Just get rid of the grid lines. There are a few things we want to adjust is on the number. When the 0, and we want to show 0 in, is it not so relevant? So we do not want to have this part here. We do not want to have this label here. For here, we right click. We want to hide the number 0. Yeah, we have to hide the number 0. Right click one of the numbers. Then we choose number format. Number format. Go towards the end of the custom. Go towards the end. You type double quote twice. Double quote, double quote. Type double quote twice. It will hide the negative number and also hide the 0. Just double quote. And then you will see the 0 disappears if you selected the 0. After that, press enter. Let me copy this here. After that, press enter. Let me paste the code on the chat. If I'm able to get this result, you will see all the 0 disappears. If I get this one, please type number 2. Good. Now look at the chart. We are going to do some adjustment to make the thing really stands out. And I want to let the boss know, hey, boss, you look at here, yeah, the agency is the most expensive one. This is how they make money lah. Okay, so we want to highlight this one to really make the thing stands out. Click once on the column, the blue column. Also depends on your Excel version. Yeah. Okay. Usually it will be the same color. Click on this one. And you will see multiple columns are selected. Okay, multiple columns are selected. To change the color, we can just, let me see. Okay, we go to design and we go to format. On the upper part, you will see something called format. Inside format, there's something called shape fill in the middle. Go to the shape fill in the middle. Okay, it disappears. Okay, let's do this again. Shape fill, and I want to use a light blue color. I use a light blue, turquoise. Okay, light blue. Because I use a very light blue, the rest it was turned like blended to the background, the white background, it's not easy to differentiate. If you use this one, then you want to use a shape outline. Within the same color, use a little bit darker one. I use the third from the top, here, yeah? Click. After you have done, you click outside, you'll notice the color is lighter. If I'm able to get this result, please type number 3. Good. So now everything, they are faded away. Okay, very good. And the next thing is we want to make the agency, that particular column really stands out, Click on this column and you will see multiple columns are selected because there's dot surrounding their corners. Click again on the agency. Only agency columns has dots surrounding the corner. So that means we are only changing the color for the agency, not everything. We're going to change for this part. And we go back to shape fill. This time I want to use a darker color and also darker outline. Darker color and darker outline. Once you got something like this, type number 4 in the chat. Very good. So this is done. And the next thing is we want to highlight is the number. Click once on the 34,000 and you will see everything is highlighted. And we want to make the rest fading away. So I want to use a lighter color. At the same time, I want to use the agency, make it larger and make it stronger color. So for the rest, I want to make it smaller. I go to home, reduce the size. Go to the home, reduce the size. I make it as 8 or 7, make it even smaller. Got it? After that, click on the agency again. 34,000. Click this one. You'll notice only this one has the dots surrounding the number. The rest, they don't have it. So that means you are going to change only for this agency number. Make it even larger and make it even larger. Make it extreme large. Okay. So they have no way say cannot see that. Okay. I didn't notice. I make it bold. I also make the text color use a similar tone, similar color with the column. So I use a darker blue. If I'm able to get this kind of result, please type number 5. Very good. Since we have this one larger, this is smaller, the rejected, I also want to make it smaller. Because the key here, we want to let the bosses know agency is very expensive. That's it. So now we click on the 9.8K, make the font smaller. Just now I use until 7, so I'll use until 7 as well, make it smaller. If you have gotten the rejected number, make it smaller and please type number 6. Very good, very good. Last one, small adjustment. And you notice there's a stronger color for this and stronger for this one. It depends what kind of story you want to tell. Now, my purpose is to let the boss know agency is expensive. That's all. So I just want to have this one. And I click on the orange color. That's called rejected. I use a lighter orange. I go to format. After select this one, I go to format. Shape fill in the middle. Shape fill in the middle. And I use lighter orange. Lighter orange. And the shape outline, I use a slightly darker orange so that it doesn't really blend to the white background. Is there visible? Not very obvious. Click. Okay. Once you have gotten this part done, please type number 7. Very good. Almost there, almost there. One more tweak, one more tweak. The next one is I want to have the highest rejected to appear on the top. While your chart is selected here, that's a plus sign. You can click plus, you can move the legend to the top. Or while this is selected, you could go to the top, there's something called design, and go towards far right side, there is something called add chart element, and choose legend to top. Make the legend to top. Click, and you will see the legends appears on the top. If let's say the top legend is not part of your liking, later on you can adjust. Yeah. Now we just put it on the top. If you're able to change the location of legend, please type number 8. Good, good, good. So this is the chart we have done, and let's do a quick check. Yeah. Temporary, look away from your computer, look away, temporary, look away. And now you glance on the chart, which one your eyes focuses. Which one your eyes focus for this chart? Yeah, agency. This is a number. Yes. So this is how we can use pre-attentive attribute, the color, the size, everything to attract people attention. Hey, boss, this is expensive. We need to do something. Maybe we can use company website or referral and so on. So this is something we could do. So we have this stuff ready. And the next thing we are going to do is to bring everything into single page. We're going to bring everything to single page. We go to dashboard, go to the worksheet called dashboard. If you're on the worksheet dashboard, please type number 1. If you're on the worksheet dashboard, please type number 1. Yeah. Over here on the dashboard, you will notice it has a lot of smaller columns. The reason to make the columns smaller so that it's easier for us to do alignment. The end result we want to have is we want to have the one larger block for the title, another blocks at the bottom to show the number from overall. Inside overall, we have 3 numbers: sum of cost, count of applicant, and also average days to decide. So we need to have 3 blocks. I do the first one. We do the first one together, yeah. Select, okay, I select how many? I select from A1 until H number 3. We just do this one, A1 until H number 3. After that, you go to Home, Merge and Center. Merge and Center. In the middle, okay, what was it like? Total cost. In the middle, I type total cost. In the middle, I type total cost. And you notice the total cost is at the bottom of the cell. Then we still in the home, you go to this button, align middle. Yeah, align middle. Click and it appears in the middle. As the text is a little bit smaller, we want to make it larger so that it attracts people's attention. So we make it larger. After you have done so, then we go to the bottom. The top one, I use 3 rows. If you use 2 rows or 4 rows, it doesn't matter. Later on, we can do some minor tuning. Now is follow the big picture first, the flow. The one at the bottom, I use 4 rows with the same number of columns. Make it larger, slightly larger, so that I can see the number here. Merge and center and align middle. And while I want to show the total cost here later. So now do a checking here. If I'm able to complete the title, total cost, plus the bottom here, please type number 2. Yeah, total cost on the top. Then there's a blank space at the bottom. Okay. The next thing is I want to show the number here. We are going to use formula to refer to the pivot table. While we are clicking here, type equal, go to PT overall, click on the number, sum of cost, which is the total cost. Just click on this number. If regardless what kind of formula you get, it doesn't matter, yeah? Okay, and then press enter. And you will see numbers appears here. If I were to see the number, please type number 3. And I want to make the number larger. Make the number larger. And we want to do the formatting on the number. Right click on the cell, choose format cells. In the format cells, I go to category number, 0 decimal, and use 1000 separator. After that, click OK. And if you're able to get up to this one, please type number 4. Good. In order for me to use the color in a much more harmonious tone, this is my suggestion. So I go to the top part, total cost. Inside home, there's something called fill. In the fill, if you want to have the color in a much more harmonious tone, use something in vertical form. So that means if I use a darker green for the header background, I want to use a light green for the one at the bottom. It shows number. Whenever you're using something within the vertical place, just a different tone, overall, it looks much more harmonious. Okay. For the total cost, I use dark green as a background. And the text is not so visible. I make the text to white color. Some people will say, instead of using white, I could use light green, another alternative. So for me, I use white. You can use white or use light green. So that's for the total cost. If I'm able to get the total cost, please type number 5. For the number, just click on the number, go to the formatting, fill color. I use lighter green. Click and ta-da! If you have changed the color for the number, please type number 6. Good. So this first part we have done. The second and third is something similar like this one. The only difference is the color and the formula. Instead of having us to select and merge again, we could do this one a little bit faster. Just select or highlight the total cost and the number. Highlight these two. Copy. Either you can use a keyboard Control-C or use the mouse, right-click, copy. After you have done, click on the cell next to it on the upper left side. I'm over here, yeah. Let me show it here. After that, I just paste. I do the same thing for the next part, paste. So this is how we can make the clone faster. If you manage to copy paste like this one, please type number 7. Good, good, good. The second part is we want to show is the applicant count or application received. We go back to the dashboard here. Instead of for the second part, we change the title to applications. Okay, keep the thing simple, not much space. If you want, you can use short form. You can test out different ways. Enter. Yeah, so this is the title. And the number is just equal. Go back to PT overall. Inside PT overall, click on the count of applicant ID. Just click on the number. Whatever formulas you receive, it doesn't matter. Next time when the data is updated, you just need to refresh. Once you have done, press enter. Before we continue, I want to change the color. Do not want to use the same color. Just now it was the green. This one I use purple, dark purple, and light purple. If I able to complete the one in the middle, please type number 8. Number 8, applications. Very good. Last one. Last one is, what is that last one? Days to decide, or that means decisions turnaround time. Or some they will say turnaround time. Or the short form TAT. Go back to dashboard. I don't have much space. Let's see what's the width. Decisions time. Okay, decisions time. Or decisions day. Decisions day. Okay, decisions days. If you don't like the title, you can adjust. This is my suggestion. Go to the bottom, equal PT overall, and click on the average days of decisions. Enter. It shows 23. It doesn't show a decimal because of the formatting. So I just need to add the decimal here. Just add the decimal. On the top, the home, there is a button. Yeah, you can increase decimal. After you set the decimal, change the color. Just now, we have used green, purple, and this one we use blue. Okay, this one I use dark blue. If you manage to get this one, please type number 9. Very good, very good. Final part. We want to move our chart and place it underneath here. Okay, so we go back to the cost by source. Click on the chart. Control X to cut. Because I didn't want to place the chart here. Otherwise, I may confuse myself which one is the latest. So I will just cut it. Go back to dashboard. At the bottom here, bottom left side, I just paste it. If I'm able to move your chart to dashboard, please type number 2. Good. And the next one, we want to do some alignment adjustment. To do alignment adjustment, while you are moving, like dragging the chart, or while you are resizing, like make it larger, smaller, either you are resizing or moving, you want to hold down the alternate key, Alt key, so that the chart will align to all the lines here. So now I just hold down the alternate key, resize. Okay, done. Just hold down the alternate key while you're moving or while you're resizing. So once you're done, please type number 3 in the chat. Good job, good job. Almost done, almost done. Okay, good. So now look at the chart. We are almost done. There are a few small things we could make it even better. The one on the top, you will see that's A, B, C, D, E. On the left side, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are grid lines here. We want to make the things simpler so that it doesn't show so much complication. Before we start, we want to push the whole thing downwards a little bit. I go to row number 1. Go to row number 1. Right-click. Insert so that it pushes everything downwards. When we remove the ABC 1, 2, 3, it has a small gap there. Some people, they prefer to have this gap so that it shows a little bit nicer on the screen. So this is just a way of suggestion. If your screen projector is perfect, then not necessary. I want to apply the same thing to have a little bit breathing space on the left side. I click on the column A, right click, insert. So it pushes the whole thing, go down a little bit, go in a little bit, so that has a little bit of space. If I manage to get this one, please type number 4. Very good. Final one, we are going to turn off the rest. We go to view, go to view. On the top, there's something called headings. Turn off the headings. So the A, B, C, D, the 1, 2, 3, 4, it disappears. Only for this tab. The rest, you still can see this. Only for this tab. At the same time, you want to turn off the grid lines. Turn off the grid lines. Formula bar, you want to leave it there. If you turn off, everything is off here. No matter which tab you are in, the formula bar will not be shown. Sometimes you want to do some presentation, you want to temporarily turn off, it's okay. Now I just let it be. I just let it on, yeah. Okay, good. I have turned off the headings, turned off the grid lines. One last thing. Because after we have done this, we do not want to let people to accidentally change it. So we want to do this one small thing. Go to review. Go to review. There's something called protect sheet. Protect sheet. Click on the protect sheet. Currently, I'll ask you for the password. The password is optional for this one. Yeah, it's optional. For me, I may make mistakes on my own file. So I want to protect from my own mistakes. So I do not give any password. And we want to allow user to use for this worksheet to select lock cell, select unlock cell. Everything clear. Nothing is here. Nothing is here. Okay. At this moment, you can see there's a cell here. When I click OK, the user will not see this at all. Okay. When I click OK, once you are done, click OK. You can see the user cannot click anything on this. They only can scroll up, down, left, right, all these things. Yeah. Once you have gotten up to this one, please type number 5. Type number 5. Yeah. Okay. If let's say without telling you, just focus on this one, it's easy to tell this is in Excel. Not so easy because it doesn't have the A, B, C, D, E. It doesn't have the 1, 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't have the grid lines. So this is how we are able to do some minor tweaking to make the whole thing much more easier to manage. Yeah, so we have done for this part. Yes, give us a big hand. Yes. Well done, well done. So this is a quick way for running to turn the data like this one into a dashboard like this. Yes. And we have used some pre-attentive attribute here. We use a larger number. And whatever distraction, the column, the row, the grid line, we hide them. We also make the agency taller because the number is larger. We make the color stronger. We make the remaining fading towards the background, and also the number for the agency larger. We make the numbers easier to read rather than the exact whole number. We make it shorten the number by how many thousand. We show how many K. So these are the few things we have done. Yes, we have done this one. Just curious. Choose an emoji of your choice to express your feeling now. From data like this kind of thing, we have gone through about 1.5 hours to here. We went through a little slower pace. After you pick up the skill, you are able to come out the things even faster. Yeah, choose an emoji of your choice. Hey, yes, I can see star face. Yes, clap. I with the star, thumbs up, party. Yes, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, now this is the things we have learned. I'm very happy to see many of you manage to follow through up to this one. So I want you to type in the chat, what is the one thing you like the most about this session? Type one thing, what's the things you like the most about this session? Please type in the chat. Everything. Hey, say one thing lah. Yeah, not everything, say one thing lah. Very clear narration, very detailed, navigate the chart, pivot table, easy to understand, the presentation, the learning flow are smooth and easy to understand, chart. And in next class, yes, later on, free awesome class. We need more, very clear, easy to understand, easy to manage. The pre-attentive attribute to highlight the highlighted point, easy to understand. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your participation. Yes, you will get the recording after the session in the group. So now I want to invite you, if you're okay, turn on your camera so that we can take a group photo online. Let me change it to gallery view. Yeah. Yes, you have already turned on your camera. We have 91 people in the room. Exclude myself, I've been 90 people in the room. Yes, so happy. I see some familiar faces. Nice. Good. I see more and more faces turning on now. Good. Let's give another 5 more seconds for you to turn on your camera. Quick. Give your unnecessary stress for the group photo. Okay. On my screen, I have 4 pages. For those of you, you have no idea which page you are in, just look at your camera lens, not your screen. Look at your camera lens and keep on smiling. Okay, now I'm going to take the first screen. Look at your lens and smile. Okay, so this is the first page. Let me screenshot for this one and paste it somewhere else. And the second page. And continue to look at your lens. Very good. The second page. Third page. And the last one. Good. Very good. So I'm very happy to see many of your faces. Yes, nice. We have completed the group photo. Later on, I will send in the group as well. And now the next part, I'm going to share you some updates for my next workshop. If you find it something useful, something relevant, and you want to stay back to learn more. If not, if something is good for you and you have some other thing to do, you can continue to move on. It's perfectly okay. So the next workshop is happening. It's something like this one. It's 2 days intensive workshop. Where is my screen? Yeah, 2 day intensive is Excel for HR. Yeah, let me show you what are the details. This Excel for HR is happening on 18 and 19, less than a month from now. It's 9 to 5. It's in KL. It's next to Taman Tasik Permaisuri. And I want to show you this video to let you experience the atmosphere, the environment, and also what other participants has mentioned or have experienced about the learning. Yeah, this is the video.
This is a magical moment for the participant. They are really transformed from someone they are not so comfortable with data and story. Now at the end, really you can see the difference, right?
For me, I personally learned a lot about pivot table, Power Query, how to streamline our data and then turn it to a dashboard myself from Thai Sifu himself. And of course, more importantly, the last part of the second day where we allow all the participants to actually do it themselves, do the data, the dashboard, the presentation, the storytelling.
I learned a lot from how I present myself to my boss with the data in my hand, as well as to improvise the visuals, all the technical skills of it.
What I like about this course is we can learn about Power Query. I actually love about the dashboard, the HR dashboard. They are very powerful. I like how the data, when it transforms into dashboard, is very wonderful and very powerful. We can also learn how to tell story about the dashboard from the dashboard itself. What I like the most about this training is the trainer lah. They are very experienced in their background. It's also a customized training. So that is what I like about this training.
Some of them also would tell us that this is a very special training because this training we also give everyone a copy of our book Excel for HR.
Yeah.
Wow. So we want to see you in our next cohort.
Yeah.
All right, join us for our next Excel for HR training.
Yeah.
All right, see you.
See you.
Yeah, thank you for the participants. Their kind words. Yeah, these are the benefits of the learning you are going through for these 2 days Excel for HR workshop. The first thing, whenever we are producing the reports, we will show the participants how to come out to make sure everything is aligned to the boss's requirements. When they get the report you are producing, they will appreciate the effort you have put in. Then we will go through some hands-on technique, how we are able to turn the data into a dashboard. Sometimes the data you have is not from a single file, it could be from multiple files. We will show you some simple techniques, use Excel to turn into dashboard. Whenever the data is updated, what you need to do is just a refresh button. And we will continue to use a framework to tell story, like presenting your data. There are simple ways. And the best thing is you have a chance to create your story, the narrative, and ultimately present yourself there. And the best thing is it's a safe environment for you to make mistakes. In your work, you may or may not really present it to your bosses or to the management, to your team. But that's a good background or good ground for you to experience it. Who knows, you really like that kind of environment. And the learning is upcoming on 18, 19 May, Monday, Tuesday. If you're coming from outstation, you could stay on over the weekend to enjoy the scenes and jalan-jalan cari makan here. Yeah, last time in the last cohort, we have participants coming from JB all the way. And the good thing is it's next to the hotel. And it's 9 to 5, not very intensive. And the venue is a KL venue, and regular fee, this kind of fee is 5,000. And we are running a special promo is 3,000, 2 days inclusive of SST. And if you want to have more details, reach out to Wendy. And Wendy has a special promo for those of you sign up for this cohort. And because I checked my schedule, last year I've conducted together with Darren 2 cohorts, that means 2 groups. This year, my time for this kind of training is only for 1. After you miss this one, you will need to wait for another year because I have no plan to run because there's a lot of some other training to run as well. Take this screenshot and share with your HR friends and share with the experience you have up to just now and how you're able to turn the things from a very boring data into very chunky dashboard that you are able to update easily. Plus, you're able to present it much more efficiently. Yeah, type in the chat if you have some other questions. Yeah, so these are things, event update. And we also provide some other Excel training. Let's see. I received some private message. Yeah, because sometimes people, they're not quite sure what to ask. That's the question. Okay. The question asks, if I'm coming from outstation, is it okay? Yeah, perfectly okay. Outstation, perfectly okay. The next question is it HRDF claimable? Yes, you can claim from a HRDF fund. Everything within the scope. What else? Okay. Do we conduct any other Excel training? Yes, we do conduct other Excel training. This is a specialized training together with the book Excel for HR. Reach out to Wendy if your company wanted to organize some other Excel training. Yeah, reach out to Wendy. Yeah, type in the chat if you have some other question to ask. Yeah, I'm very happy some of you. Thank you for participation. Yeah, see. There's one more private message. It's a bit longer. Okay. This question is, let me summarize it. This question is, I'm using computer. That means a desktop. I'm not using a laptop. Is that possible? Can we arrange a laptop for learning? Yes, we can arrange a laptop for your learning. Sometimes you are using computer a bit bulky. It's not easy to bring over. Yes, let Wendy know. Wendy is able to arrange that for you. Yeah, the recording. Yes, we will get the recording for this recording in the chat. Yeah, in the chat. What else? Okay, it looks like the chat is a bit quiet now. Let's wait. Okay, good. There's one more question. I am coming from East Malaysia. Is it okay to have accommodation arranged? Yes, if you're coming from East Malaysia, there's a special promo for this group this year. Okay, let me quietly say, there's a one accommodation, 1 night accommodation for this group. Okay. So if you're coming from outstation, you can book the extra accommodation before the training because it's Monday and Tuesday. You could be here on Saturday. So you have Saturday and Sunday just to have a short tour in KL. Let me know if you are here earlier so that I can see whether I can meet you for makan. Okay, good. Thank you, Ara. See you next time. And Sharima, thank you for your participation. Good. With that, I will leave the screen here. If you have any question, reach out to me or reach out to Wendy. So with that, I hope to see you in one of the sessions in the future.